The most significant regret of my life unfolded because of a single, fleeting mistake. The day I received the divorce papers, I woke up and instantly felt that something in my life had changed forever. He wasn't beside me. I missed his scent, his laughter, his voice. After 14 years of marriage, I had lost my husband. How could one moment of weakness lead to such a complete and devastating collapse? Let me tell you my story. Before I get into the details, I want to say, if you hope to avoid a mistake that could turn your entire life upside down like mine did, consider following this channel. We share real-life lessons drawn from hard experiences. I welcome your thoughts in the comments below, especially about the painful truths I've had to face, and your support means everything. Now that you're here, let me take you through what really happened. My husband and I are both 36 years old. We've been together for 16 years, married for 14, and we have two beautiful daughters. One is 13, the other 12. 3 months ago, I made a terrible mistake. I cheated on him with a coworker. It happened just once, and I regretted it immediately. Even now, I can't fully explain why I did it. On the surface, I was overwhelmed with work, feeling unseen and unappreciated. But I know that's not the whole truth. There was something deeper, and I'm trying to understand it through therapy. If you love your parents, like this video and subscribe to the channel. If not, feel free to comment hate below, but do share your thoughts. We met in college and became inseparable almost instantly. He was my best friend, the love of my life. We traveled, chased dreams together, built a life full of joy and laughter. When our daughters were born, it brought us even closer. We faced so much as a team, supporting each other through all of life's ups and downs. But as the years passed, the stress of work and parenting began to pull us apart. Our conversations became brief. Our intimacy faded. I missed the closeness, the affection. I felt unseen and lonely. Then my coworker started showing me attention. It felt like an escape from the emptiness I was feeling. It was a single night, one mistake. The next morning, I confessed everything. I couldn't live with the guilt. He was shocked, of course. Then he called me things I won't repeat, words I completely deserved. Honestly, I expected worse. I explained how it began with harmless flirting, how it spiraled into that one night. In that moment, I wished I could have been hit by a car instead. The shame was unbearable. I immediately cut off all contact with the coworker. I gave my husband my phone to show I had nothing to hide and was willing to do anything to regain his trust. I told him I would understand if he wanted a divorce, and I expressed how deeply sorry I was for the pain I'd caused. But my husband has never been one to give second chances, not even in friendships. He said he wanted a divorce. Then, before anything could be finalized, the quarantine hit, and we were suddenly confined in the same house for 2 months. The first month was painfully cold. He only spoke to me when necessary, usually about the girls. I slept on the couch and gave him as much space as I could. I reminded him that if he ever wanted to try again, I was fully committed. He kept his distance, said a few hurtful things. I took them without arguing. I knew I'd earned them. But in the second month, things slowly began to shift. He started speaking to me about everyday things. We began watching movies together with the kids. It was small, but it felt like he might be willing to rebuild something. Hope crept in. I noticed glimpses of our old friendship returning. Then, one night, he even asked me to sleep in our bed again. I tried to stay open, calm, supportive. I told him he could talk to me about anything. Weeks passed. We grew closer. We spent real family time together. I started to believe we were healing, that we might make it through. I only wish I had suggested marriage counseling earlier. One evening, after a few drinks in our room, we were laughing about something. I don't even remember what it was, but for a moment, it felt like we were young again. Without thinking, I climbed onto his lap, straddling him playfully. We were laughing, eyes locked, and we kissed. He kissed me back. But then he pulled away and began to cry. He told me to stop. Seeing his pain broke my heart all over again. I apologized quietly, and we went to bed in silence. But I couldn't shake the feeling that I'd pushed him too far, that I'd undone whatever progress we had made. 2 days later, He told me he wanted to move forward with the divorce. He said that even though things had improved, he couldn't get past the betrayal. It just wouldn't work. I wanted to fight, but I also told him I understood. We'd already agreed on fair terms, shared custody of the girls, a peaceful process. He prepared for a 2-week trip. I helped him pack. We cried. We hugged. And then he left. When he returned, I felt both joy and heartbreak. I was so happy to see him, but I also knew that everything had changed. He smiled. We exchanged small talk. Then he picked up the girls. And today, the divorce papers arrived. It hurts more than I can put into words. Losing him feels like losing a part of myself. He was my best friend. My person. I miss the sound of his laughter echoing through the house. I miss every little thing about him. But most of all, I hate knowing how badly I hurt him. That I shattered something beautiful. I wish I could go back and undo everything. But I can't. So here I am, writing this while crying. Telling strangers on Reddit the story of how I lost the love of my life, fully aware that nothing I say can change the past. If he ever sees this, I want him to know, I'm so sorry. I would do anything for another chance. I love you with all my heart, and I always will.